This is a production of WTVI PBS Charlotte.
Well, Amy, in a word, I guess the motivation is money. You know, the Catawbas, they already have this high-stakes bingo hall here in Rock Hill. Not exactly the Bellagio, but when all these seats are filled, all the playing customers are also paying customers.
Well, let's see, in February I won $35,000 on a jackpot.
Those are all hundreds that you see there. It was a lot of fun. We went home and literally threw the money up in the air and played with it in the floor.
And just like these bingo players, the Catawbas are also looking for more money and bigger jackpots, which is why the tribe is betting its future not just on bingo,
Look at that.
but also big-time casino gambling.
Money does a lot of talking, and I hate to say that out loud, but it does.
Catawba Nation Chief Bill Harris is doing the talking now about plans for the Carolinas' largest resort hotel with 1,500 rooms, twice the size of Charlotte's biggest hotel, and the gambling casino he says will make the Catawba Nation a destination.
You're looking at an $800 million project, construction to completion. You're looking at, in the beginning, 5,000 construction jobs. You'll phase that down to 3,000 jobs that will be involving in the operations of the facility itself. And you'll have 1,000 jobs that'll be dealing with vendors. If this moves forward and everybody embraces it, then it's a win-win-win. Not only do we win, the community wins, the state wins.
The next case for hearing is the Catawba Indian Nation versus the state of South Carolina.
But when the South Carolina court said, no, you can't build your casino here on the Catawba Reservation in Rock Hill, the Catawbas went all in on a second casino hotel site. 5 miles from the state line in Cleveland County, North Carolina, right off I-85, and a 25-minute drive from the Charlotte airport.
We're looking not only for the resort to develop here, but we're looking for other economic opportunities here for shopping malls, restaurants, other hotels to develop in close proximity to this facility. And there's plenty of vacant land out here for that to happen on.
Business recruiter and former county manager David Deere calls the casino project a game changer for this area of Cleveland County, still searching for its economic future.
I need a dollar, that's what I need.
And a life changer for anybody in Cleveland County still searching for a job.
And if I share with you my story, would you share your dollar with me?
Well, they've been gambling since the time Jesus was around. So I don't think they're gonna stop the gambling part, but everybody's gotta work. You gotta eat, you gotta pay your bills. I mean, basically, you got to have a job. And with the economy today, with the prices of everything, if you don't have a job, you ain't gonna make it nowhere, no how.
There'll be a huge job creator, and that's the thing that makes us work even harder to try to make it happen.
In fact, what local supporters of Vegas-style gambling believe now is a slightly different version of the old slogan, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So what happened in Cherokee, you'd hope would happen here in Cleveland County.
We think we can replicate that very easily, and probably on a larger scale than what's happened up there.
Yeah, what's happened up at Harrah's Cherokee is North Carolina's version of hitting the jackpot. Cherokee's gaming tables and video slot machines, it's always booked hotel rooms and luxury restaurants, generating thousands of jobs and hundreds of millions of dollars. And the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians, the tribe that owns it all, they're spending those casino dollars wisely.
The Harrah's opportunity has given us resources to do things that we never dreamed about.
We caught up with Cherokee Chief Michelle Hicks at another Cherokee ribbon cutting. This time outside the new $26 million Cherokee Courthouse, police headquarters, and jail. Partially funded, of course, by the casino down the road.
And so again, this is not just about a building. It's not just about having a place to put our stuff. We're going to change who we are as a people.
The changes in Cherokee education are even more striking, starting with this $130 million Cherokee school, newer and nicer than most expensive private schools. all free for tribe members.
That's one of the priorities of our tribe, is to educate our members, and we're doing that by providing them with such a fantastic facility, and it would not have been possible without gaming revenue.
That gaming revenue, by the way, pays all the teachers' salaries too, and fully funds their retirement plan. It provides all these construction jobs for workers building Cherokee's new $75 million hospital. Another project paid in full, not by tax dollars, but by casino dollars spent by casino customers, who also spend at the downtown Cherokee tourist shops.
We've noticed since it opened, the last 15 years, we've noticed a steady off-season, busier time.
The shop owners welcoming that casino business with open arms and open cash registers.
We have a lot of people that, like their spouses are gambling, they're not, they're shopping.
Let's face it, when money comes into a community, it benefits not just a small group, it benefits all. So why would you not want to have an economic development of this magnitude in your community?
Proverbs chapter 13, verse 11, wealth gotten by vanity shall be diminished, but he that gathereth by labor shall increase. Everything about gambling goes contrary to everything that Scripture says about how we ought to treat one another.
From his church in Mooresboro, Pastor Bo Wagner preaches what the Bible teaches about the evils of gambling, but Reverend Wagner also makes it personal.
I'm not so foolish as to say there won't be some good with it. Jobs are good. It's good that a man works. But I'm also not so foolish as to say there won't be a ton of bad with it. And I honestly believe the bad is so large that it's going to outweigh the good, and that honest people are going to be hurt. And there's no compassion in that. They have to have people lose in order for them to win. And I'm not willing to throw people under the bus like that. I'm not willing to say it's okay to hurt this group of people in order for this group of people to have jobs. I'm just not willing to do that.
Wagner's one of nearly 100 preachers whose churches have joined forces with a Kings Mountain website called StopCatawbacasino.com. But it's not just churches.
These are real-life people, Jeff. We've got addresses, phone numbers, email contacts.
Organizers Adam and Cindy Forcade show us the anti-gambling petitions and letters, the photos of casino protesters.
These are Cleveland County Kings Mountain residents that were brave enough to step up and put their pen on the paper and say, no, I don't want this in my town. A casino doesn't create or generate anything. A casino doesn't make any money. They take money and put it into their pocket.
The anti-casino group's also challenging what it calls secret letters of casino support sent to Washington from the Cleveland County Commission and from Kings Mountain City Hall.
I want to kill these letters at the Bureau of Indian Affairs, because right now they're looking at these and thinking that this entire community is sitting here with open arms waiting on a casino. And they need to know that's not the truth.
But we found the one person fighting hardest against casino gambling in Cleveland County may also be North Carolina's strongest gambling supporter.
Oh, is that right?
Yep, we're back in Cherokee with Chief Hicks again, who's talking publicly now for the first time about his casino versus competition from a newer, bigger Catawba casino closer to Charlotte. Do you think the Catawba plans threaten what you have here in Cherokee?
Do I think they threaten us? You know what? Catawba is a fairly recognized tribe. They have the legal right to have gaming, but they're recognized in South Carolina.
And you don't think they have the right to expand in North Carolina?
We feel that the site that they are proposing is part of the Cherokee's Aboriginal territory, and so we take strong issue with that.
I have not had the Cherokee leadership walk up to me and say, we are in opposition to you. What I do have is a letter that they have submitted to the Department of Interior saying, that they are opposed to Catawba.
Money, 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 money. And then, of course, there's the money again. For the Cherokees, cash from its casino equals clout and political power in Raleigh and in Washington, where the casino decisions are made.
We will always be concerned about any kind of competition.
Where now it's chief versus chief, tribe versus tribe.
All we wish to do is to do what Cherokee has already done.
And maybe soon, casino versus casino. Which is exactly what these bingo players in Rock Hill were hoping for. And while that lobbying goes on, both for the casino and against the casino, not a hint from Washington about when their decision will come or what that decision will be. Too bad they're not laying odds or taking bets on that, Amy.